Hey, so today we're going to be talking about our first dipping experience. So,
You can go first.
alright, so it's pretty much getting right into this video, but so this was early grade 10. I was on the bus and my neighbor, he dipped. And he always wanted me to try dip because, you know, people who dip, they always want people, non-dippers to try it. But I finally gave in and tried it. He had a Skull Mint, is what it was. He had an empty, so he just put a little dip in there. And at the time, I was chopping corn stalks, the tractor. So I went out with that tin, feeling all good about myself. And I went to go do the field. I stopped, pull over the tractor. Just like the amateur, pull out the lip, put the smallest pinch you can. It was probably about that big. It was a tiny little dip, but I only had it in for like a minute. And I loved the taste. So I ringed up the guy again, and he lived just around the corner. So he came and sold me the rest of the tin for like $6 or something like that. It was only like half a tin. And
Is that the one that you brought camping?
yeah, that's when that's how we like became friends.
That's.
I didn't really know he dipped.
Yeah.
And then I brought this tin out camping. And we didn't really want our buddies to know we dipped, so we always took the four-wheelers out because we really wanted the four-wheelers.
Yeah.
Had a little dip. And yeah, I didn't keep it in for very long, so I was like new. And I would always buzz my fucking nuts off.
Yeah.
But
I remember that. We used to put small pinches in and just go nuts about like how big the buzz was and all that shit.
knock us on our asses.
So mine is going back 3 years, I guess now. Summer going into grade 9, I was up north, and my family rents a cottage every year up north. You know, you go up, way up there, and we rent it for about 2 weeks, and it's a good time. All the family comes up and all that stuff, and my cousin's boyfriend at this time, I'm not going to mention his name, but we ended up going out fishing later in the evening after dinner. We had a big fish fry that night, and we went out fishing. It was just me and him. Nobody else wanted to come, and we're sitting out there, and I knew about like dip and that stuff at this point. Before this, the first time I ever really heard about dipping tobacco, like, I mean, you hear about your grandpa or something, or somebody talking about like chewing tobacco, and I always thought like that, okay, like it's just, it must be like smokeless tobacco you put in your mouth, you just chew it. I never really knew about dip and that stuff. So he pulls out a can of Copenhagen Long Cut, okay? And this is, I only knew the company Copenhagen at this time because, or no, it was Copenhagen Wintergreen. And I only knew about Copenhagen at the time because I came across YouTube channel Outlaw, and I didn't know what, you know, that stuff was. And he was doing videos just like we are about how to hide your dip and dipping, and how to tell your parents you dip. So we're sitting out there on the water. He puts in a lip Copenhagen Wintergreen, and he's a pretty young cousin, so like he's pretty chill on that stuff. And he asked me if I wanted to try it, and I wasn't really sure about it. You know, like Cameron said, the dippers, you always like to see somebody new try and dip and that kind of stuff. So I figured, all right, well, I'll give it a shot. So he gives me a pinch. Wasn't that big of a pinch. Put it in. A couple minutes went by, and it kicked my fucking ass. I was like sitting there fishing, just like holding my rod, just like staring at the water, like mesmerized. It's like, at the first time you try it, it's like a high. It's like a head high almost. Like, it's amazing.
Oh yeah.
And we're just, you know, fishing out there, and I loved it so much. But at that time, I didn't really like the whole Copenhagen. Well, I didn't really like the whole wintergreen flavor or anything like that. And I just sat there and just buzzed my nuts off so hard, and that's all I can really remember about it. But I just remembered loving it so much. And then when I got home, I wanted to do it again. So this cousin lives like out west, so I had to, same thing as Cameron, kind of, you know, an older buddy, he can get it for you and that kind of stuff. I texted him, went to the res, got me a tin of Skull Mint, which I hate. But back when you're young, you didn't really have a choice. You give your older buddy money, and you overpay. Obviously, they're gonna overcharge you the first couple times because they know that you don't know the prices and all that stuff. So they took your money, they go to the res, you pretty much just said, just get me a can of dip, and it's whatever they came back with, you'd get. And you didn't really have much choice because that's the only way you can get it, and you can't really complain if they're getting it for you because you can't get it anywhere else. So that's my first dipping experience. I had troubles before the video remembering it, but I remember it now, and it was great. And some people go and try it. Some people don't like it. You know, we had kids here at this school that you give a lip to that want to try it, and they don't like it. Some of them end up liking it, and then again, we're those kind of people who will overcharge them.
Oh yeah.
And, you know, gas money and that stuff. Not just because we're dicks, but we got to drive out pretty far to go get ours. So, I mean, and then you're making a little bit of extra cash for your can on top, which is, I mean,
can't complain.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not gonna say no to that.
But yeah, I've been chewing for about a year and a couple months now.
A little more than that. Was it October last year?
Yeah, it was beginning of last year, grade 10. And like, first match was almost done in grade 11, so like over a year. Yeah, I've been loving it. Pretty good.
And, you know, first chewing experience, not dip. It was Red Man. What is it? Red Man Original? Is that what it's called? I've never really been big into chew. I've only bought really one bag of chew in my life, like last year. But, you know, my first chewing experience, I think you gave me a Fat Trot Red Man.
Yeah.
I think at your dad's house or something.
Red Man for a while.
And it was, I mean, I loved it. I mean, obviously you don't get that big of a buzz off of it, but like now we don't. Like I'm not trying to sound like I'm not trying to brag or anything, but like if you do it every day, you're not gonna get that
your
big
body
buzz.
gets immune to it. But.
Yeah, so I loved it. I mean, I like chew because it's in your cheek and
it's a great taste. Actually, I like it.
It is. I really love it. Some people hate the taste of it, but I love it. I mean, it's good.
Yeah. Red Man Golden Blend. Ordered that online once
from Northerner.
Nah, Northerner.com. If you guys have trouble getting dip, order off of that. Pretty sure it's like you can buy a log and you won't get dutied, or you can buy 2 bags of Red Man.
And
I think it's like $6.
And it's shipping from the States, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I mean, it's good if you can do that to somebody's house that would, you know, if you know an older buddy or whatever, or get it just shipped to your local I don't know, wherever you pick up parcels or something.
Yeah.
Post office, something like that.
Yeah, you can go in and get it. Yeah.
And I think that would work well because that way you know what you're getting and you're getting what you want and you're paying the price you know that it costs and that stuff, not rather than giving other people money who you don't know. And that's the other thing you gotta be careful about, is if you're giving money to somebody who you don't really trust or know will get it for you 100%, they could sneak your money easily from you, and you know you're out of money right there, and then you're out of debt. So that's our first dipping experience and stories. You know, you guys leave a comment if you want and tell us your first dipping stories, because I mean, I don't know about you, but I love to hear people's first dipping stories and that kind of stuff, because there is a wide variety of dipping or dippers at our school, and there's a massive dipping community all over social media and that stuff. And you know, I don't want to say a lot of people at my school dip, but there definitely is a community of dippers that do dip. And you know, there's all those different kind of communities, smoking communities to vaping. A big thing right now at our school is a vape nation or whatever.
Yeah.
And they're the ones who are getting us in trouble in the bathroom because obviously they're vaping, they get caught vaping, and then now they chained their
Dippers are
bathroom doors open, and we have principals coming in looking in the bathrooms or teachers for people who are vaping, and it's cutting us dippers off of a spot to really
Yeah.
dip safely.
And it's
So-
fucking middle of winter, so it's pretty cold. You can't go
Yeah,
outside. But
we got over there. I mean, you guys can't see it, but we got a little bit of a dipper's pit out there. It's kind of it's like a baseball field. It's got a big, you got a roof over your head and there's a couple picnic tables over there. It's a good time in the summertime. It's nice to go there.
But yeah, that's pretty much it for today's video. But
Yeah.
thanks for watching. Leave a like, subscribe. Thank you.